I have been eating like an absolute gannet the last few weeks. Honestly, so much crap. Crisps, cookies, crumpets, anything not nailed down or on fire, weapons grade uranium, literally anything. And I've started to notice I'm getting a tyre around my middle, and not a bicycle tyre, full HGV. So I'm going to get back to healthy eating today. So I was working on this last week, this and, hold on, this, not finished, but I had a little bit of a telling off in the comments by somebody who said I didn't explain what was going on, which is true. I assume everybody can mind read. But this, yeah, it's just a bit of fun, nothing serious. This was the container for a mango, and this was the container for some kiwi. And I just wanted to play and have some fun, so I've done some little burbs in there, not finished, and I don't know whether I'll even finish that. But yeah, just a bit of fun. And these I'm going to sand and re-gesso them, and going to make them into little wooden pin badges. I did have pie charts in mind. I made some really bright polymer clay pins, I think it was last year, and I really like them, so I want to make some more. So that's what we're doing today. So I've got this canvas paper, well it's not paper, it's canvas, just little bits of canvas, and I've been wanting to utilise it for a while. So in my studio, my home studio, which I call my bedroomio because it's actually a spare bedroom, I've been really struggling how to use it. I actually wanted to see if I could use collage with it, so I'm going to experiment with collage, but I don't know, I've been doing collages and it hit me last week that I love the collages I do, but still in the back of my mind I'm always trying to make them realistic or somehow presentable for public consumption by making them as real as possible. And it just hit me when I was painting on the canvas paper or the canvas in my bedroomio that I actually like colour. I really love colour, and I was painting the first layer green, like a khaki green, and it just wasn't calling to me. Incidentally, if you want to make greens of your own, like realistic greens, don't buy pre-made tubes of green paint, and don't bother trying to mix blue and yellow. Best greens, top tip, come from a lemon yellow or a yellow ochre and Mars black. You will get the best natural looking greens you could ever hope for. You won't get them from a tube, you have to mix them. But I that wasn't really speaking to me. And then I remembered I made a piece on a bit of wooden board. It was a collage piece and had the most intense blues. It was a turquoisey blue. If I can find it, I'll put it on screen. And I remember loving that. I loved it for the collage and the texture and the colours. And if you've been following me a long time and you've been watching me paint in my other studio, which I had to give up last week, you will notice that what I was painting on the big canvases was pure colour. I just wanted things to be saturated and glowing. I'm not even sure what I was trying to make. It was just, I wanted to make the colours pop and glow, and that's what really lights me up. So I tried it now with like really neon-esque pink paints and turquoise blues, and I'm in love. I think I'm going to have to remind myself every time I sit down to paint that I'm not going for realistic things. I want colour. I want colour and texture. I want colours to pop. I want things to glow. And I'm going to have to learn how to incorporate collage into that, because I love collage, but I think I always fall into the trap of trying to paint realistically, and I've fallen into the trap of trying to collage realistically, trying to appeal to as many people as possible. And it's boring me, so I think I'm going to move away from that now. Also, with these wooden pin badges, it just got me back into the zone from years ago, and I used to love making 3D things, three-dimensional things, either textile based or paper mache based. And I made a bird, so I'm going to dig it out and show you. And I don't think I'm going to go down the route of making birds because it's very labour intensive and I'm not very good at legs. I won't show you the legs because they're really embarrassing, but safe to say I make birds that are in desperate need of hospitalisation. But making three-dimensional things, I want to get back to that as well. So I don't know which way that's gonna jump, but we'll see. I love three-dimensional things and I love colour, so let's take it from there. Yeah, and if you've made it all the way to the end, thank you for popping by, and I will see you hopefully next week. All right, bye-bye.